everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Jets going up against the Falcons. So with that, we'll send you out to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, home of the Dirty Birds, where we bring in the two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Ryan. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
Third and long, it's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. Back deep is Jeremy Ross. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Matt Forte. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And here are the starters offensively. And one of the wideouts, Eric Decker.
Remember when he came out of school, out of Minnesota, many thought he was nothing more than a number 2 or 3 receiver? He's proven everyone wrong. He's a guy who's a high-volume catcher and a terrific player downfield.
And they'll go bootleg with Hackenberg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Desmond Trufant has made a great reputation in a short amount of time in the NFL. A lockdown corner that most teams don't attempt to try.
Still 9 yards to go on third down. On third down, Hackenberg. And able to find Decker. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On the carry, this is Pierce. And a cutback left. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bernard Pierce, 58 yards. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Ryan on second down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
David Harris is a playmaker at inside linebacker and also one of the most durable guys in the league.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Couple of Jets there in on the stop. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fresh set of downs here. And the D looking like they may blitz. In motion right is Jones.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Go. Check 99. Check 99.
Now Ryan on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Second and 10 now. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin. Quarter number 2, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Freeman again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 18 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be a New York first. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Forte. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Third and short yardage, Hackenberg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Here's Ryan. So, Charles, while we have a moment, getting late in the preseason, a lot of people point to Week 3 as one to watch. What caught your eye in Week 3?
Well, when I watched San Diego play and saw Melvin Gordon, he looks like the Melvin Gordon we saw coming out of college. Another explosive run. He looks sharp. He looks quick. He looks much more confident and especially healthy after the offseason knee surgery.
Teddy Bridgewater looked pretty good, too, didn't he?
And what I liked about him, and I agree with you totally, is the ability to push the ball downfield because that's what they plan to work on the entire offseason. In fact, that's all we've talked about. Can they get the ball vertically downfield to help out with Adrian Peterson in the backfield? And Teddy Bridgewater's made great strides in that area.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They come up in an offset eye. On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 65 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They start on the ground with Forte. Shreds the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
2nd down, Hackenberg. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. Green, 39.
A 1st down throw for Hackenberg. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Hackenberg, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Hackenberg on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throw it. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their big-bodied receiver from 4 yards out. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Double tight. 51. Hey, watch this. Ready. Move, ready. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Left.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, They're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Hackenberg now from the 50. Backing up, looking deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play. The one that they got on the previous one, they tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. The 2nd down throw for Hackenberg. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. A give. This is Forte. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds or kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Jace Amaro. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yep.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Hackenberg on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And they're going to have a third down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And able to find Decker. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. On second down, here's Hackenberg. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On 3rd and 1, here's Hackenberg. The open man is Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to him. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And Charles, switching gears for a second, rosters trimmed to 75 as of 4 p.m. Tuesday. What are some of the early surprises you saw?
Well, how about Paul Kruger, the outside linebacker in Cleveland? I thought he would adapt really well to their new system. He's gone. Ruben Randall, a wide receiver we thought had big value. He's gone from Philadelphia. And how about our guy, Terrence Knighton? Huh? The big fella, gone from New England. What did he put out on social media on the way out?
He said, it's been real, New England.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
Hackenberg on first down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Hackenberg looks to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And they'll go bootleg with Hackenberg. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Babineau able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy, 61 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Babineau forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. They come up in an offset eye. Second down, Hackenberg. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third and long for Hackenberg. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Jets do go for it. Hackenberg. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And here now come the Falcons. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, let's see if it's that easy here. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal with the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. 2nd and goal to go now. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. To throw for it is Ryan. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here with Pierce. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
Here we go now. Green.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Hackenberg from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Peak. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Peak. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Complete to Amaro on the right side. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. 3. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 50.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
All right, now, look at this. All right, here we go. Over.
He's back to throw. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He got 29 yards that time. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put it...
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Hackenberg's going to throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now is Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Hackenberg surveying the field. He's going to go up top again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
You got chips over here. Chips over here. Let's overload. I got 83. Check 52. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Evades the tackler, and now some space. The 40. The 20. He's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a defensive breakdown with that type of a play in this situation. But let's give a little bit of credit here. That type of play is clutch.
Boy, it was clutch, but to turn it back to the defense, how crushing is that? You think you've got this thing won, and in the last moments, almost literally, you lose it.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Oh, man, we just saw it moments ago. What a great win. A touchdown to cap the game as the clock hit zeros.
I don't care how you finish it. It's always dramatic to win on the last play of the game. But when it's a touchdown and not a field goal, even more dramatic. Phenomenal finish.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.